This is Maarten Baas. Since 2003 as one of the first designers with moooi, and now I'm back again with moooi. In 2003 I made the smoke chair with moooi. It was very cool. That was actually what was my graduation work, and then a few months later I met Marcel, and we had the plan to put it in a moooi collection. So in 2003 that was presented also here in Milan, and there was a big start right away from the beginning. It shot quite high, and well, from there on I could move on. I'm sitting actually on the newest sofa. It's called something like this, and it's because of well, as many of my pieces, they're always a bit sketchy. You know, I draw them in a quick hand drawing, and from that moment on, we are going to put a lot of effort in making exactly that hand drawing into a real product, and that's actually the result of it. So the sofa is kind of an elementary sofa. So it's a modular system. You can combine various kind of pieces to make it two-seater, three-seater, or whatever. And the fun thing is, of course, that it still looks as if you made a quick drawing. So that's one thing, and the other one is the turbo coffee table in the shape of a car. I don't consider myself an industrial designer, but well, as far as I make industrial pieces, then this might be the most industrial piece that I ever made. Of course, moooi produces industrial pieces, so we work hard to make it also able to reproduce. But normally I mostly make unique pieces, one-offs, one-off installations or small series, always with a lot of handwork in it. So the whole process of industrial design, that's not totally my area, so to say. I see it more as if I'm a set designer of a story, but then the story is the real life actually. But I take it more like a set design rather than an industrial designer. So yeah, I complete more and more the picture that I like to show with these kind of sofas and my clay furniture and everything. Somehow in the end of my life I think I have a complete set design for my own life, and it kind of makes sense. Even I was surprised by that. I didn't expect it that it would make sense, but it kind of yeah, there was a kind of logical line by first burning what you have, and then there comes that clay furniture, which is a kind of a young new language. So after burning the fields, there's room for new things coming up. The timepieces as a kind of incubation time for a next step, and then there was this circus that 2 years ago I had this big circus in Milan. So that's kind of the explosion after the hibernation in the timepieces. So it was all it had a nice way of rooting, and every time when I made the pieces, it was just what I felt at that very moment to make. I didn't ever have a plan or a strategy or whatever. I just did at that moment, like, okay, now it's time for this, and well, now they're lined up. It tells a certain story, so it's nice.